What's going on, everybody? This is Hunter. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today, I have got a treat for you and a treat for me. This is one of the coolest, most unique park models that I have ever seen. It's really got a little bit of everything. And today, we are down at Liberty Tiny Homes and Village. Now, this one in particular that you're seeing is for sale. So I'm going to go ahead and put a link for that down in the description if this is something that you're interested, maybe getting into some tiny living, 55 and up community where you can, make some friends and kind of downsize some things and have a little bit of fun. But I'll tell you what, this, like I said, has a little bit of everything. You got an outdoor kind of bar setup, you got a split loft, you have a desk. I mean, it's really got everything that you could possibly want. I mean, heck, and the thing looks beautiful. I mean, let's be honest. Now, if you don't mind, hit that like and subscribe button for daily RV content, travel trailers, fifth wheels, destination RVs, park models. And recently, I'm going to start getting into a little bit of modular homes as well, kind of see how those do. But like I said, so this one is called the Trendy and Tiny, if you want to look on their website, or you can hit that QR code right there, and it should pop you on over to it. But 1 bedroom, 1 bath, 399 square feet. So this is still going to be RVIA certified. And what I like about Liberty Tiny Home Village in general is, aside from the community and the fact that it's 55 and up and it's pretty darn cool to have that aspect, is they take, like this one, for instance, is made by Clayton Homes, and then Liberty Tiny Home and Village puts their own little decor kind of setup to it, their own little designs. I mean, what do you guys think about this outdoor bar setup? Now, I'm going to get back to this here in a little bit. By the way, whoever's cat that is one of the nicest little cats. I was down there, kind of scratching him. He's loving up on me, having a good time. Anyway, we'll get back out to this. Oh, look at that little mini fridge out there. But pretty darn cool little setup. I mean, I feel like you'd be the definitely the party house of the community if I had to guess. But right when you walk in, the nice thing about these, 399 square feet. So you can declutter all the stuff and you can, move into something. And what's nice about it is they don't feel small. As you can see, it's really nice and roomy. You have nice tall, high ceilings. I'm guessing probably somewhere around 15 feet. I could be off on that, but look at all the window coverage that you get. Obviously, you can Dracula shade it out, stop the old skin from sizzling, keep some nosy eyes out. But I love the fact that you can access some natural light when you want it. So right over here, a place to put possibly some books. You can obviously see you got your 2 chairs set up, carpet thrown down, and all of that. But you also have a really good place to set up a TV with not 1, but 2 mini split systems as well. So we're down here in Texas. It's the fall for them, and it's still like 85 degrees. It's hotter than bejeebers down here. So it is nice to have those mini split systems. They're going to be much more efficient than your roof mounted air would be in your traditional kind of RV setting. So we kind of saw the living room, and now you can see, I mean, the stairs up to the loft, whether you have grandkids sleeping over, that funkle down at the campground that just needs to take a snoozer, or if you just want an absolute ton of seasonal storage, you got the options for that. But this is going to be your kitchen area, tidy and compact, yet spacious with a lot of countertop space. I think you're going to dig it. Let's go ahead and show off this refrigerator, because this is a rather beefy body boy for the refrigerator. I mean, it is a thickin' right there. You got some drinking water right there. Might be snagging that. Obviously, your freezer to put some pizzas and everything that you might need there. But real solid surface countertops. Babe, if you're watching, I love you. You also have the the real tile backdrop as well. And you see the storage in this is massive. And one thing that I like that Clayton's doing, I just shot recently a Clayton down in Walton, Kentucky, yesterday actually. So yesterday I was in Walton, Kentucky. Today I flew down to Texas for 1 day, flying back tomorrow, getting for a wedding. Then I think I'm in California and Washington next couple weeks. Things are really picking up, and I have you guys to thank it for dropping all the comments. Which, by the way, actually, one thing you guys can do for me is maybe tag Clayton Homes. I'm trying to get attention on people that I want to turn into some clients, and I would appreciate your guys' help. So tag Clayton Homes as much as you can, and let's see if I can get myself into a little bit of a better money situation. Wouldn't that be nice? A rich version of me doing the same thing, but going home to nicer toys. So right here, you got yourself a dishwasher, because who likes to do dishes? I know I sure don't, but if you do have to use the manual dishwasher, baby, the old hand-a-roonies. You got the stainless steel undermounted bowl with the high-rise faucet, hitting those dishes from all angles. It's also one of the fancy ones with the shower, and then kind of the jet engine. Now on the sidewalls, you got 2x4s. The floor joists are going to be 2x6s. So again, home style feel for you. You got a place for all your cups and your whatnots. Underneath the sink, not only do you have storage, but you also got some shutoff valves there for you as well. And then, just kind of more. And right over here, perfect place to be away from the grandkids, little hands. Maybe put, some Bourbonskis, whatever it is. Look at that. You got a place with auto cook. You can even set a banana bread, egg pudding, mud cake, green tea latte. It's one of the fanciest microwaves I've ever seen. This probably thing is probably a slim fry mode. Sure doesn't. Reminds me of one that was in a Riverstone and had something called slim fry. It just cracked me up. I mean, if you have a microwave with slim fried mode or banana bread mode, you're doing something right in life. So right over here, you got the, look at that, 5 burners to whip up all the fixings. And then you got enough room in this thing to cook up a turkey. So you can have Thanksgiving, in this bad boy, absolutely no problem. No dovetail construction on this. So not a huge fan of that aspect, but it's a real hard wood with the soft close finishes. Now over here into this side, obviously you see the bedroom, the desk, all that. We're going to go up in the loft. But first I want to show off the bathroom. And part of the bathroom, I think, is the fact that you get a fully stackable washer and dryer location right there. So that way, you can get, I guess, clean clothes. A mirror for the old bowling gun, baby. And then heading on into here, again, the solid surface. You also have the porcelain finish here for the sink. A little bit more of the tile backdrop with, the sink. And then you got the porcelain hand flush toilet, just like the one in any sort of home. The only downside to this, in my opinion, is the shower is made for somebody that is a little bit more of a flat belly. I'm 6 foot, 300 pounds, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not exactly a small guy. I'm standing side to side, barely fit on this one. So I'm probably showering kind of with that like, half. Then I flip it around one pit to another. But it does have a pretty aggressive looking shower head. I'd imagine with all those modes, it also feels good on the fingernail right there. But I'd imagine with all the modes, you can take a pretty high pressure shower. It's also a one-piece fiberglass shell, so maintenance on this thing should pretty much just be, non-existent. Look at that, little fancy leaf guy. All right, so now heading up into, again, the loft. So think grandkids, think extra sleeping, think a ton of seasonal storage. Now I'm 6 foot, like I said, and now I'm sitting down right here, and you can see I can fully sit up. So I really enjoy that. So the grandkids, the little ones, should have no problem. Or like I was saying, the seasonal storage, you can get up here. Granted, you'll be crawling around a little bit, but you could put your stuff. Maybe use one side for sleeping, one side for seasonal. Pretty neat. I think that's a really nice little area. I also like how the landing area is nice and flat right there too. Just gives you kind of a more broad scope, and I can actually walk fully shoulder to shoulder like I normally would want to, heading up into it. All right, moving around, this is going to be kind of like your office. You can see you got quite a bit of storage here though too as well, but you're also going to have your desk. So set up your computer, play your games, do your stuff, get your work done, you're ready to rock. And then you have kind of like your dresser set up if you would like. The bottom two are obviously going to be about 3 times the depth of that. I think that gives you a good idea. Let's see what we got here. Access to the furnace, the water heater. Boom, more storage. And then your bedroom. Love the natural lighting. Too cool for school right into here. And you also got your little Dracula shades right there. Stop the old skin from sizzling. Keep some nosy eyes out with a little flick of the thumb. Boom. You're good to go. Plus you got some spy windows. You can spy on the home office, right here. Another mini split. And then a place, where you can put all your stuff, on either side of the bed. And then, ooh. Fuse box. Let's see what we got right here. Not the biggest closet in the world, but I'll tell you what. I mean, you could definitely fit probably 100 outfits in there. Can't complain about that. But all right, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the tour. Now I'm going to head around the outside, just do a quick 360. Not that there's too much to show, but I want you to get a good idea, of the rest of the property. But I believe, again, this was called the Trendy and Tiny, and I will put a link for Liberty Tiny Home and Village. So that way, if you do want to purchase it, you've got the information that you need. So here up in the front, this is kind of back to that little, outside kind of bar and entertainment area. You can see you got yourself a TV. You have good lighting, shade coverage, sun coverage. Just in general, on a rainy day, you can still come out here and hang out. It's also a good little place to sit down and link up some breakfast. And then if you want to set up like a little drink cooler or something, you know, you got your outside refrigerator, which I think is pretty darn nice. It's also like that Tyvek material for the flooring, so you know it's going to last pretty much forever. I love that window going up in there. It does something for me. And then right over here, you know, you got floating shelves. My wife would love to put all of her plants and all that good stuff down here. So I'm going to try to be a little quiet because there's somebody outside kind of walking the dog, so I don't want to be too loud. And I'm already kind of a loud guy. But like I said, it is the Trendy and Tiny. So I'll put a link in there. 1 bedroom, 1 bath, 399 square feet. That link will have, you know, some of the rest of the information there. But I think we can all agree aesthetically, this thing is absolutely beautiful. And when you move in here, they go ahead and take care of, you know, all of like your gardening and your pruning and all of that good stuff as well. So there's definitely some perks to living in the community as far as like, you know, buy it and forget it. So right here is going to be some access to underneath for you. Since this is an RV, it comes in on a chassis and they build the skirting, you know, up and around it. A couple little exterior outlets. So if you need to plug something in, maybe like one of those little battery operated blowers or something, you can. And then you have some outside water access there too as well. Coming around on the back, you got your mini split set up right there. You got your metal roofing as well. And keep in mind, if you are to not want to move into the community, but you are wanting to purchase one, you can switch up the aesthetics of it. Like this one's got a metal roof. You can get it with shingles and you can kind of do whatever you want. I mean, I've even seen one that is like a straight up blue exterior as well. So pretty darn crazy. It looks like you got some fuse boxes there too as well. But all right, guys, I know that was a quick tour on the outside, but I'm not trying to disturb anyone's day. You know, it's starting to get a little bit later into the evening around dinner time. And I don't want to mess with the flow. But all right, Trendy and Tiny by Liberty Tiny Home and Village. My name is Hunter. Have a great day. See you.